Hello friends, this is the class related to some differences between the viral cell, bacterial cell and the human cell. Look at here, viral cell, bacterial cell and human cell. So what are the fundamental differences between the viral cell, bacterial cell and human cell that we are going to discuss in this class. See here, this is a viral cell and this is a bacterial cell, then this is a human cell. So here, virus cell is not actually a cell because it is not considered as a cell because it has a very simple structure. For example, I have taken here a coronavirus cell. A coronavirus cell is made with RNA inside, and outside there is one membrane. This membrane is made with phospholipid layer, and on the phospholipid layer some spikes like structures are present which are made with glycoproteins. So the viral cell has a very simple structure except RNA and lipids, proteins. Other components are completely absent. That's why a viral cell is not considered as a cell. Then look at this bacterial cell. Bacterial cell is somewhat better developed cell when comparison with the viral cell. So here a bacterial cell is having the cell wall, and below the cell wall there is a layer. This is called as a plasma membrane layer, and inside the plasma membrane layer in the middle there is a DNA is present. That DNA is acting as a genetic material, and in the cytoplasm of the bacteria one more part is there. That part is called as a ribosome. So comparison with this viral cell, here there is no cell wall and there is no ribosome here in the virus. But in the bacteria there is a cell wall and there is also the ribosomes in the cytoplasm of the bacterial cell. And this bacteria belongs to the prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic means pro means first or false. So false nucleus, this is a prokaryotic because there is no nuclear membrane. In the middle of the bacterial cell, directly DNA is distributed in the cytoplasm. So this DNA is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. That's why bacterial cell is called as a prokaryotic cell. Anyhow, it is a cell. It is having the cell structure. But virus is not considered as a cell. Why? Later on we can discuss. So here in the bacterial cell, outside the cell wall, some flagellums are also present for the locomotion purpose. Flagellums. So these flagellums are made with flagellin proteins, and on the cell wall there are some straight hair-like structures are present which are called as a pili. Pili are made with pillin, and pillins are useful during sexual reproduction of the bacteria. So this is the bacterial cell structure. In the cytoplasm of the bacterial cell there is also RNA and there are the ribosomes, and from the plasma membrane of the bacterial cell inside folding like structures are developing which are called as a mesosome. This is called as a mesosome, and these are the pili, these are the flagellum. This is the cell wall, plasma membrane, ribosomes. So here ribosomes are present in the bacteria, ribosomes are not present in the virus. That is a very important difference. And cell wall is present in the bacteria, cell wall is not present in the virus. That is another important difference between the bacterial cell and viral cell. And in the bacterial cell, DNA is present as a genetic material. Along with the DNA, RNA is also present directly in the cytoplasm of the bacteria. But here RNA is present, but not DNA is present. In some virus have DNA, If they have DNA, they do not have the RNA, because virus have only one type of nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA. But bacteria have both of those two nucleic acids. DNA is present as well as RNA is present. So most important thing is that bacterial cell have the ribosomes. So you know that ribosomes are useful for the protein synthesis. When ribosomes are present, the bacterial cell can carry out its own metabolisms. The bacteria cannot depend on their host cell for its metabolisms. Of course, a bacteria, if it is a parasite, it is dependent on the host cell for only food materials but not for the proteins. Proteins it can synthesize itself with the help of ribosomes. Okay. So bacteria is a cell, but virus is not a cell, because virus do not have except this one protein layer and this nucleic acid, ribonucleic acid is there. Whereas bacteria have cell wall and ribosomes. So when ribosomes are present, it can able to prepare its proteins. When it can prepare its proteins, it is able to carry out its metabolisms independently. That's why the bacterial cell can carry its own metabolisms. That's why cell is considered as a unit of metabolism, unit of structure and unit of function. Okay, so this is called as a cell theory. Cell is called as a unit of structure and unit of function. Then this is called as a cell theory. Cell theory is applicable to the bacteria and other cells also. But cell theory is not applicable to the virus, because virus not able to prepare its own proteins. For the multiplication of the virus, it needed proteins, but it cannot prepare the proteins itself. That's why it is dependent totally on their host cell. But bacteria depend on the host cell for only food materials. When food is obtained, it can produce its energy, that is ATP. Then with the help of ATP, it can prepare the proteins with the help of the ribosomes. So here mesosomes are present. Mesosomes are equal to mitochondria of other developed cells. Equal to mitochondria. That means they can generate ATP after oxidation of the food materials. So here DNA is present, but nuclear membrane is not present. So that bacterial cell is called as a prokaryotic cell. But anyhow, bacterial cell can carry its own metabolisms. That's why it is a unit of life and a unit of structure and a unit of function. Coming to a human cell. Human cell or plant cell. Both are same, similar cell structure they have. But this is the eukaryotic cell, this is the prokaryotic cell. Viral cell is not considered as a cell. It is a subcell, it is a subcellular level. It is a higher level of cellular structure. Then this is a human cell or a plant cell also. But this belongs to eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic, U means true. Karyotic means nucleus. True nucleus is present in the middle of the cell. True nucleus means what? A nuclear membrane is there. This is the nuclear membrane. If nuclear membrane is there, that is called as a eukaryote. Here nuclear membrane is not there. This is called as a prokaryote. This is only a DNA. Here inside the nucleus, what are there? Chromosomes are there. Chromosomes are made with DNA. Okay. So nucleus is present, that cell is called as a eukaryote. If nucleus is not present, that cell is called as a prokaryote. So bacteria is a prokaryotic cell, and other cells, plant cells and animal cells including human cell, is called as a eukaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cells are developed than the prokaryotic cells, and prokaryotic cell is developed than the viral. This is a viral cell structure, for example, coronavirus. So here, if you take the human cell or animal cell, it is not having the cell wall. Directly, there is a plasma membrane. So plasma membrane, wherever it is present, its fundamental nature is same. That means the plasma membrane is made with lipid layer, lipid and proteins. That lipid layer is a bilayer, lipids and proteins. Plasma membrane, but not cell wall. But whereas in the plant cell wall is present, but in the animal cell, there is no cell wall. Directly, plasma membrane is there. In the center of the cell, there is a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, chromosomes are there. In the human cell, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes are there. That means 46 chromosomes are there. Out of 46 chromosomes, 2 chromosomes are XY chromosomes. They are called as a sexual chromosomes. That is a one pair, X and Y chromosomes. They are called as a sexual chromosomes, XY chromosomes. In female, XX chromosomes are present. In male, XY chromosomes are present. Remaining 44 chromosomes are called as autosomes. They determine the autosomal characters. XY chromosomes determine the sexual characters, that sexuality of the child. Whether if XX chromosomes are there, that is a female. Whether XY chromosomes are there, that is a male. So here, comparing to this bacterial cell or animal cell is a developed cell. It is having number of cell organelles like mitochondria and Golgi body, and this is endoplasmic reticulum, endoplasmic reticulum, and ribosomes, lysosomes. Okay, Golgi body. So it is a eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, there is no mitochondria, there is no lysosome, there is no Golgi body, and there is no endoplasmic reticulum. Only ribosomes are there. These ribosomes are different. These ribosomes are called as a 70S type of ribosomes, and this ribosome is called as a 80S type of ribosomes. That means eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells means plant cell as well as animal cell. All cells except bacteria, remaining all cells are considered as eukaryotic cells. Any animal cell or any plant cell can be considered as a eukaryotic cell. But this bacterial cell is called as a prokaryotic cell. Bacterial cells having simple cell structure, eukaryotic cells having developed complicated cell structure, because mitochondria, Golgi body, lysosomes, ribosomes are present. This ribosome is a 80S. This ribosome is a 70S. S is a Swedberg unit. Swedberg scientist discovered its sedimentation coefficient during ultracentrifugation process. By the speed, 80 speed of ultracentrifugation process, these ribosomes become as a sediment. That is called as a sedimentation process. So that these are called as the 80S ribosomes. But in the bacteria, these are called as a 70S ribosomes. 70 denotes the speed of the ultracentrifugation during the sedimentation process. Okay. Whereas here in the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cell also there is RNA is present. Here also RNA is there in the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic cell. So both DNA RNA are present. Here also both DNA RNA are present. Okay. So these are the fundamental differences between the human cell or animal cell and bacterial cell, and this is the here these bacterial cells are called as a prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells means they do not have nucleus. Nucleus is totally absent, but genetic material, that is a DNA, is present in the middle of the cell. And in the cytoplasm of the bacteria, RNA is present and ribosomes are present. Except ribosomes, no cell organelle is present. Only ribosomes are present in the bacteria, and nucleus is absent. Mitochondria type of cell organelles are totally absent. So bacteria is called as a prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means primitive cell, bacteria. Whereas other than bacteria, plant cells, animal cells, human cells are called as a eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells means they have well-developed nucleus. In the middle of the cell, there is a nucleus is present which is bounded by the double membrane. Inside the nucleus, there are chromosomes. And within the cytoplasm, the membrane bounded cell organelles are present like mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi body, lysosomes, Golgi complex. Here in bacteria, only 70S type of ribosomes are present. In eukaryotic cells like plants and animals, there are 80s type of ribosomes are present. Whereas in virus, no cell organelle is present. Even ribosomes are also absent. But in bacteria, only ribosomes are present. So these virus do not have ribosomes also. No cell wall. Only membrane is there. That membrane is made with phospholipids and with protein made spike like structures are present. Here RNA is present as a genetic material in the coronavirus. If you see, the mitochondria of eukaryotic cells are very important. They are useful for aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means in presence of oxygen, the food materials are oxidized. The food materials what we are taking every day, that they are enter into the cell through blood circulation. After entering into the cell cytoplasm, so these food materials are oxidized here into, suppose glucose, if we are taking, that glucose is oxidized into pyruvic acid, then again oxidized into acetyl coenzyme A in the cytoplasm of the cell. That process is called as a glycolysis. Then that acetyl coenzyme A will enter into the mitochondria, then totally oxidized into carbon dioxide, and water is also produced. ATP is produced, so that mitochondria is actually meant for production of the energy by oxidation of the food materials. So that is ATP energy is produced here and stored here in the mitochondria. So mitochondria are called as a powerhouse of the cell. Very important cell organelle for all eukaryotic cells. It is one of the largest cell in the animal cell as well as in the plant cell. So that is a mitochondria. If you take ribosomes are useful for protein synthesis. Then here there is one more important cell organelle is there, that is called as the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is also divided into two types, that they are called as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Whereas a rough endoplasmic reticulum is studded with again ribosomes, and they are concerned with the synthesis of proteins. Whereas a smooth endoplasmic reticulum is concerned with the synthesis of lipids and other type of materials. That is about the endoplasmic reticulum. Whereas Golgi complex is there. That Golgi complex is useful for the production of the enzymes, production of the hormones, and proteins are converted into glycoproteins. Then those glycoproteins are transported from one part to another part within the cell by the Golgi complex. Then lysosomes are there. Lysosomes are very important for our body, for our cells, because any foreign particle if enter into the cell, that will be digested by the lysosomes. Any foreign particle like bacteria or any fungal cells, any protozoan cells, if enter into the cell, that will be digested totally by the lysosomes. That is called as heterophagy, because those digestive type of hydrolytic enzymes are present within the lysosomes. Not only that, if there is no food material in the cell, within the cell, these lysosomes will broken down and enzymes will come out. Then those enzymes will digest the other cell organelles which are present in their own cell. So that process is called as autophagy. If a foreign particle is digested by the lysosome, that process is called as heterophagy. If its own cell organelles are digested sometimes, because if there is food materials are not available, then their own cell organelles are digested. That process is called as a autophagy. So heterophagy, autophagy, two important process of the lysosomes. So not only that, if any cancer cells are found within the cell, those are also digested by the lysosomes, so that they are useful for our protection. Lysosomes. So lysosomes are sometimes also called as a suicidal bags of the cell. So these are the differences between the viral cell and animal cells and bacterial cells.